What's up guys, Kainra here with my first commentary ever of a Hearthstone game between Kripparian and Reckful. This game was played I think around 2 weeks ago. It was a Curse Beta Invitational. So let's get right into it. It's Kripparian turns right now. He's going as second, so he used his coin right away. He played an Amani Berserker, which is a 2/3 card which can also get enraged if attacked, buffing his attack damage. So let's see how Reckful responds to that. Reckful decides to use Rev, and he decides to use the 3 damage component of it. He could have also chosen to do 1 damage and draw a card, but he chose to destroy the creature instead. So Kripparian now, in response, played an Alpha Wolf, which is a 2/2 creature, which can also buff the his adjacent creatures with +1/+1, but as he had none, he didn't do that, so it's just a 2/2 creature. In response, Reckful used a Claw, I believe, yeah, and hit the creature along with his shapeshifting ability for free, successfully getting rid of it. He has 1 armor remaining as well on his hero. Kripparian responded with an Aldori Peacekeeper, which is a 3/3 creature, which can also reduce the enemy attack to 1, but as there is no enemy on the field except the Aldori Peacekeeper, it did nothing, so Kripparian only has a 3 attack, 3 life creature on the field right now. Let's see how Reckful responds. Reckful responds with a Dalaran Mage, which is a 2/4 creature with a +1 spell power, which gives +1 damage to all of Reckful's spells. Reckful in response used his True Silver Champion and hit the Dalaran Mage in the face for 4 damage, the Aldori Peacekeeper as well, damaged Reckful, so Kripp remains with his board control. Let's see what happens next. Reckful hovering over his cards, choosing what to do next. And let's see now. He's thinking, says Malfurion. I also want to apologize for no sound in the game, as I'm gonna come back to it in a second. So Reckful did 5 damage with his Starfall to Kripp's face, but Kripp still remains with board control. So yeah, as I was saying, I have no sound in the game, as I actually didn't find any VOD, so to speak. I literally just had to commentate over someone else, so I had to mute the video. I'm gonna do my best to get rid of this in my future videos, so you can hear the, sounds of the creatures and all that good stuff. But for now, it's just me, the music, and the board. I hope that's enough for my first time. So yeah, what else is happening on the board? On the board we have now a Dark Iron Dwarf as well, which Kripparian played, which buffed the Aldoric creature damage to 5. So Kripp remains with a pretty huge board control right now. Let's see how Reckful responds. So far he's thinking, hovering over his cards, and decides to play another Claw, which gives him a temporary +2 attack and also 2 armor. And let's see what he does with it. Will he do anything else this turn? Will he decide to attack? Ladies and gentlemen, the tension is incredible. What will he do? He shapeshifts, so he further buffs his attack and defense to 3/3. He's surely gonna attack right now. Oh, he also used Savagery, which dealt 3 damage to all the enemy creatures based on his attack damage, which got rid of the Aldori Peacekeeper, and also hit Kripp. So Kripp only remains with a 4/1 creature on the board right now. But he also has his weapon still, which is True Silver Champion, which is a very strong weapon as it has 4 attack and heal himself for 2. Well, that's what True Silver Champions does. It does 4 damage to the enemy and heals the hero for 2 damage. So he used that, but he also had another True Silver Champion in his hand, which he used right away. So he still has his weapon. He also used his hero ability, which summoned a 1/1 creature on the field. So Kripp remains with his lead right now. Reckful decides to use his Keeper of the Grove, or of the Groove as some people like to call it, successfully getting rid of the Dark Iron Dwarf, as that's what the battle cry of the Groove Keeper is. It can either silence or get rid of an enemy creature, and he decided to, well, I think it's up to 4 damage or something like that. I apologize, I am not entirely sure as I don't watch that much druid action. I will do my best to learn all the cards for future videos. I know most of them for now, but druids kinda elude me. I am not the biggest fan of druids, but you know, to each his own. So yeah, Kripp played an Iron Beak Owl, which silenced the Keeper of the Grove, but it didn't really have much effect on it. And also played a 3/3 creature, which gives a +1/+1 to another creature. He chose the Owl, obviously. And yeah, did some havoc, but so did Reckful, as he used another Starfire, did 2 damage to all the creatures on the field along with the hero, successfully clearing the board and making it even right now. It's actually perfectly even right now, as both players have 19 health essentially, Reckful having 1 armor instead of health. Now Kripparrian used the Hammer of Wrath, which actually puts him in a slight lead. He's at 19 health to Reckful's 15, and also having board control once again, as he played the Knife Juggler, and then Amani Berserker. So yeah, Reckful's gonna need another removal spell or a buffed creature in order to get rid of this, like a Taunter would be preferred. Let's see what he does. Come on, Reckful, it's your move. And he uses a Sunwalker, which is actually it's a very powerful taunt creature, which is a 4/5, but also has a Divine Shield. So pretty strong stuff there. He also used a Kobold, which does not like his Candle Taken, which also provides him with +1 spell power. The Knife Juggler, in effect right here, as Kripp is playing creatures, and every time he plays a creature, the Knife Juggler can hit randomly an enemy for 1, doing some RNG action right now, and actually getting rid of Reckful's creature no problemo, which puts Kripp in board control once again. Pretty heavy board control, I must say. If you look at the board, Reckful's gonna need some pretty heavy stuff to come back from this. He was gonna need to like Starfall again or something like that for 2 damage. So he does 2 damage to essentially every creature and gets rid of every single one of them except the Aldori Peacekeeper, as it has 3 health. But yeah, let's see what Reckful has remaining in his hand. Let's hope it's something big that will allow him to come back to this game. Ooh, he has a Swipe. Swipe actually does 4 damage to the primary creature and -1 to the other ones. So yeah, it got him back in the game actually. He can still win this if he gonna draw some powerful cards. And he uses a Claw, I believe, or a Bite? Yeah, Bite, which puts him in temporary 5/5, which got rid of the remaining Kripp's creature. And now Kripp playing his last cards, which is the Raging Worgen, and the 4/2 creature, which the name eludes me, Rune Sword something, I believe. Very good creature, as when one of your monster dies, it gives you an additional card draw. So yeah, so Kripp through and through with board control for pretty much the entire game, but Reckful had another swipe, top deck for the win, and getting rid of all of Kripp's creature except one once again. So he's struggling, but he's still into it, or in it as I should properly say, as Reckful takes 1 damage to the face as a retaliation, but also gets rid of the rune weapon guy. But Kripp plays another 2 creatures, actually 3 creatures, and I must say it looks pretty grim for Reckful, as he would need another removal spell here in order to somewhat come back. But I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, guys. Let's see, what did Reckful top deck this time? Well played, says Reckful, I concede to you, says Malfurion, and that is it, guys. So yeah, Kripp emerges victorious in this first game. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. It was my first commentary ever. I hope I didn't mess up that badly, but if I did, you know, let me know what I did wrong, what can I improve on in the comments below. I really appreciate that. Like, dislike, subscribe, whatever you want, guys. I really appreciate it. So yeah, Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in my future videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.